Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. Hope you're having a fantastic day. This is going to be a Raid Shadow Legends video as we head into the middle of the week, talking about how many fragments you should have for Supreme Elhain right now if you are keeping pace, how to plan for the rest of the week effectively, and everything going on in the Raid game and community. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, in terms of shard stuff, we have got day 2 of CVC going on right now, which means we have got a Void Legendary 10x going on in game, and it is for Gjorgid the Breaker, who is regarded as a top tier PvP DPS nuker, and also probably a little bit underrated in PvE damage dealing as well. So one of the best damage dealers in the game, hits insanely hard, and can ignore defense kind of passively in his kit. I think people are pretty bled on shards right now, so you're probably not going to see a whole lot of people pulling for Gjorgid except the very high spenders. And also, there's a little bit of theory in the community that we may get a guaranteed void event for one of the starter legendaries. Obviously not Supreme Elhain, but for Aethel, Galek, or Kael, one of those Supreme Legos, we will probably get a guaranteed void event for like 100 voids or something, I would assume, at some point during this whole anniversary event, because Plarium wants to give opportunities to get all 4 of these champions, and it would kind of make sense that one of them would be a guaranteed void event, as they are all void legendaries. And speaking of the Supreme Elhain events and Supreme Legendaries, right now you can see that I have got 45 out of 100 fragments for my Supreme Elhain, and I have not won any tournaments or done anything super crazy over the top. I did the Champion Chase tournament that was going on. I got the guaranteed fragments, and I've mostly just gotten all of the guaranteed fragments up till this point. So then if we pull up the fragment event calendar, there's a little bit of a lull in the middle of the week here, kind of in here, you can see all this gap and not a whole lot going on, but we are going to be having a dragon tournament live right now, and that's the main thing to focus on. And then starting tomorrow, we will have an artifact enhancement event. So a good time to maybe save up a bunch of stuff you get from farming the dragon and then upgrade it tomorrow during the artifact enhancement event. And then the most important thing to focus on heading into this weekend is going to be the summon rush. We will probably find out in about 16 to 20 hours what exactly the summon rush will entail. Is it going to be some sort of guaranteed champion event that they start leaking, or is it going to be a normal 10x type of a thing with like 4 epics and 4 legendaries? I doubt they do another 2x weekend, because they just had a super 2x with all 3 of the shards just a few days ago last weekend. So some sort of guaranteed summon event, or one of those normal 8 champion 10x's. Also, in terms of clan stuff, there is a CVC going on, and day 2 today is the last day for that. And it's kind of interesting around CVC because we don't know, is Plarium going to go back to their normal rotation of every other Tuesday? Or are they going to switch it to be like this, where every single one has personal rewards, but they're only once a month? That's going to be the thing to watch here in the next week or two, is the rotation of the CVC, and if it settles into something new. Remember, we had a CEO change very recently, so there's possible that some of these long-standing, consistent systems in game, like 2x, 10x, summon event rotations, and CVC rotations, they could be open to adjustments now that we've had a change at the top in terms of leadership. So that's something to watch. But I also want to talk about the clan quests, because I don't know that I've ever done this in a video, and we just had a reset this week yesterday. So I'm going to go through just really quickly and talk about the thought process that I go through, and talk about some of these different quests when I am selecting them. And first of all, the way that it kind of settles in, at least in our clan, and the way that some of us do things, is we take one of each: basic, expert, and elite. So we'll start at elite. Summon 20 rares from mystery shards is completely ridiculous. This needs to be like 5, 3, and 1 for elite, expert, and basic. That's just bonkers. I mean, that's gotta be like 4,000 mystery shards or something. But on the win 3, this one is brutal. The win 3, I've done this one before. Win 3 rare shields from campaign battles. You have to do probably like 200 something runs to get it. So yeah, that's a little bit rough, and you actually have to do the boss fight. You have to do to get a rare, you have to do the boss. You can't just do the normal stage, because it only drops common and uncommon. So that one is definitely, I don't really see a better choice though. Because I'm gonna be grinding the dragon, so honestly, it's gonna have to be that one. We just have to bite the bullet and do that one. Expert, upgrade 10, speed. Clear the Ice Golem, upgrade 20 uncommon champions to rank 3. That one I can, well, honestly, you might as well double dip. If I'm taking the elite rare shield, I might as well take the expert rare shield. That just makes sense. We'll double dip that. And then for the basic upgrade, 5 on upgrade. Craft 5. Let's see. Use 10 higher defense glyphs. Craft 5 artifact weapons in the forge. Let's see. Craft. You know, I'm just. It's for CVC. I've got I've got a stockpile of rare books because I'm endgame and I might get some points for CVC. I'll go ahead and fully upgrade a rare champion's skills. And also, in terms of clan stuff, the clan bosses Hydra has reset. So you have got the next week or so to spend your 3 Hydra keys there if you are endgame enough to hit the Hydra. And then for what you should be focusing on today, it's pretty straightforward. Remember, the middle of the week is a little bit of a lull. You do have the Dragon Tournament over the next day and a half or so that you want to get to 2250 to scoop up the fragments for Supreme Elhain. And maybe keep an eye on the top 2 spots there if they are realistically winnable. And if you're not going for the Supreme Elhain fragments, there is this epic only Fire Knight tournament. I don't expect it to be hyper popular, so it's probably going to be one of the more realistic opportunities to win a tournament that you'll ever see in game. And there is 2 different awakening mechanics that might be handy to at least get to 1750 if you've got some of the good epics that can do decent in the Fire Knight there for the using epic champions only. And remember, there wasn't anything super noteworthy in the events tab. You've got your artifact enhancement starting tomorrow. Remember, we talked about upgrading some of the stuff that you get from the dragon grinding and then wait and do that tomorrow. Or would be a good opportunity to do all of your Forge Pass bolster set grinding, or crafting, sorry, and then use the artifact enhancement tomorrow to upgrade all of them to like level 8, level 12, and see which ones are worth keeping. I actually did a super long, like 1-hour bolster set crafting session yesterday live on stream. I'm going to lay that out in an infographic and get you all of the information so we can do some post analysis on the Forge Pass and see how accurate I was in my pre-Forge Pass analysis compared to what it ended up being. And we'll talk about how worth it ended up being and show you the results of all of my crafting. I categorized it all and kept track of every single piece. So if you weren't there live on stream, I will lay it out for you soon here on the channel in a video. Now let's head into the shop and see if there's anything worth doing a deep dive discussion on. The Doom Tower kit for 30, that's not great. Nothing special in my opinion. This Void string pack is nothing special, but it's decent for the higher spenders. 4th anniversary, it's a purchase limit of 2. So first impression, you already know it's not going to be great. Plarium's going to value the Sacred Shard, probably the most out of these. So 6. Yeah, so Plarium's going to value that the most. And then probably this, but that's nowhere near worth $50 in terms of how I rate things. This would be more like a $30 offer max. So yeah, I'm not really super inclined to like this 4th anniversary offer pack that we see in the shop today. There doesn't really seem to be a whole lot of super noteworthy stuff for us to really do a deep dive discussion and plug in and stuff, unfortunately. Also, I am in the works of sharing some of the stats from my Raid 4th anniversary so that you can see the journey of my account and talk about how all of that has gone. So I'm not holding out on you. I will show you all of the stats. I'm scared to play the video because the one time I did, the video got copyright strike on YouTube. I don't know if that's Raid's fault, Plarium's fault, or YouTube just going rogue and copyright striking things without even Plarium telling him to. So I don't know what it is, but I'm going to screenshot the different stats and talk about it in a video and keep you in the loop there. And then also on the way out in random gaming news, the Diablo 4 beta the closed beta is going to be starting in 2 days, heading into this weekend on the 17th. For everybody that pre-orders Diablo 4, you are going to be able to have early access to 3 classes and Act 1. So if you are an RPG player, then Diablo 4 and getting access to that early beta starting this weekend might be something you're interested in. So yeah, that kind of covers it for this one. Remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Raid Shadow Legends content. And obviously, good luck on your Supreme Elhain fragment grind. Good luck in your CVC matches. We had a rough one this go around. Going to be a tough match, but I'm hoping that you all are having success in your grind and in your CVC and all of that. So I will see you soon in the next live stream. I'm going to be doing that a lot more often. We streamed yesterday. It was a lot of fun. And now I'm kind of getting to a place where I can do that a little bit more often. So I will be over over on the live section of this channel, and then also over on Twitch, and do that a little bit more consistently, especially with Diablo 4 coming out. It's going to be a lot of fun to have raid on the side and also be learning Diablo 4, and there's going to be a lot of craziness going on with all of that, and lots of fun and content coming up. I'm going to be having the look at the stats of my raid for your journey. We're going to look at all the stats from the Forge Pass and Bolster crafting and talk about if that was worth it. And then also Plarium is doing a back to the roots kind of thing where they have some of the content creators in the content creator program react to their first video and talk about the journey of kind of getting into doing raid content. So you're going to see a lot of videos like that coming out from all the different creators, and I'm also doing that, so that'll be here soon on the channel as well. So lots of content up and coming soon. I appreciate all of you. Have a great middle of your week. I will see you soon in the next stream and video. Peace.